Welcome to levelupyourgame.net. I'm Just Repute, joined by Vor. Hello, Vor.
Hey, what's up?
And tonight we're here to watch esportsheaven.net Full Tilt Poker Championship. We're the first stage of the playoffs, the upper division. Zenatorium vs Reason. It's going to be a good one. We've already picked the maps. This will be the first map, which is Reason's choice. Deep inside. The second map will be Purgatory, Zenatorium's map choice. What do you expect to see on this map, Vor?
Well, we've just seen a game on this. We've seen Germany versus Hungary, and in that match we didn't see either team really manage to get a real grip of any particular area on the map. It did look like both teams in that game were trying to play quad rail, but they didn't ever manage to establish a real dominant period of holding that area. I think this time we're going to see Reason try and hold that quad and rail area, and we'll see if they can do a better job of it.
The winner of this will go through to play the winner of Rage Gaming versus Gank. We're following Gerper to start off this match for XT. Gets a nice mid-spawn with the shotgun and the shards, but he's rushed by Noxus with that plasma instantly. I guess he got the quad spawn and then moved down for the yellow. 2-0 up, Reason already. And we don't have a quad time, Vor.
No, I don't have one either.
As Noxus already got a rail in hand. Austrian superstar legend player that he is.
On my screen that rail went straight through in the middle of Damia.
So both teams are going to fight over this quad area in this first minute. Quad can spawn anytime from 30 seconds to the end of the minute. And there it is, Deus gets it. Look how stacked he is, that's ridiculous. He does take the shotgun. I'm pretty sure Deuce hasn't had a game on this updated Quake Live client yet. So with the balance changes, he might not be quite aware of when to use what weapon, but his lightning gun is definitely doing the business at the moment. Gets another frag on Damia there. He picks up the ammo for lightning gun as well. Provi goes down, Gerper to follow.
Well, that's a great opening quad run.
Unbelievable. And he has missed out on the mega health, so he might want to move away, but whether or not they actually have a time on it anyway.
He didn't hear it when he was firing the quad LG, I don't think. But Gerper definitely did pick it up just before Deuce killed him.
Oh, excellent rocket on Demaya. Now he should have read from that how quickly Demaya went down that yellow will be up. Yep, there it is.
He won't be back for that next mega, but I think a teammate has taken it.
He's getting pinned in the corner by the rockets, and Puri get the frag that time. 25 seconds away is mega, but he's waiting for it already. Might have mistimed it this time.
Yeah, Reason definitely got that last mega then, because Puri was just looking for a time on it, but unbeknownst to him it wasn't going to be up.
Managed to get on Deuce's cover again, but he goes down to Provi's plasma. Funny B with the avenging frag. We've got 20 seconds until the second quad of the map, and again, just like the previous map, no team seems to have locked down this quad area yet. There's a lot of fighting going on and a lot of rocket play as well.
Yeah, of course there are 2 rockets on this map, so we will see a lot of rockets, especially with how strong they are.
And go Funny B with the rocket launch. He's got the 50 armor of yellow just ahead of this quad spawn. Not as efficiently dispatched as he would have liked there really, but he did get the frags in the end. He's moved out towards this red army. Might want to take this over as it's just about to spawn. He does kill Puri, and look! There he sees his reward.
Yeah, really good placement on that rocket to kill Puri.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be quite hard to hit them at that distance.
Really ridiculously aggressive there, jumping right on top of the XT player. Eventually did get a frag with the rocket, has to back off now, no armour. And XT, what are they going to do for?
Well, at the moment they're struggling to, well, they've decided already, you can see that they aren't going to attack that quad, at least for the moment, because it hasn't been working for them doing that so far. Good play by Gerper there to steal away the megas, and that's really the way back into the map, is just to make sure they get more of the items, so that come next power-ups, they'll be in a better position to attack.
He did take a rail shot right after he picked up that mega, so unfortunately for him he wasn't fully healthed up to do some real damage, but now following DDK with the rockets, picks up the rail on top of that. Nice rocket jump up, very aggressive on Demaya, takes him out. And we've only got 30 seconds until the quad, and Reason have got position for the moment.
Yeah, but DDK himself isn't particularly strong. He'll want to try and find some health, which he is finding now. He really needed that before this power-up.
Must have heard that lower yellow being taken. It's actually doing a good job moving forward into that middle zone. You can block off any attacks earlier, much earlier than otherwise they could do standing at quad. Oh, he's done some really good work there. They do miss out on the quad still though, and Puri actually got a couple of frags out of that last second grab. I have to say, probably poor work from Reason not defending that bounce pad attack. Oh, nice rail from Noctis.
It was well moved in by Puri, and really quite an important quad grab, because 20 frag gap already. I mean, XT wouldn't have wanted to give up another quad.
From a Noctis point of view.
Really dangerous position this as well, because if he hits rails on people who've picked up that red, it pretty much nullifies it straight away.
He isn't really getting many opportunities to actually get a shot away there. He's not getting pressured from the back either though. So it's just no worry for Noctis. He can stand there all day putting pressure on with the railgun. Still got 50 seconds until the quad, and he's moved round to the red now, maybe to wait for its spawn. Excellent shaft on Gerpa off the spawn. Red up in a second. It will mean there's going to be one more. If he delayed it, it'd be more useful. It does just take it and go straight away to quad. So potentially there could be a player getting red and rushing through last second to take quad.
Potentially, yeah, but it doesn't leave you much, you know, leeway. You have to rush in, and you can be caught out while doing that.
And Noctis has actually gone down. XT's defense was really powerful there. The Reason players just couldn't get inside the room. Following Profi now, but while he's walked away, healthing up, Reason have walked in around the back. Puri grabs it, goes down to Noctis' rail.
Impressive.
Well, that fifth impressive for Noctis.
As for second quad, I think Noctis is taken out. Both times it was Puri, of course. You know, you'd wonder what the score would be at this stage if Puri hadn't managed to steal those two quads. Already a 30 frag gap for Reason. Not even at the halfway point yet.
It has been said this is perhaps Reason's weakest lineup as well.
Really?
Really.
How's that worked out?
I think they have potentially to play from Ziv as well, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't think he's active, is he?
He played in the last match.
Yeah, but does he play much other than that?
I'm not sure, I don't think so. Following Noctis, not really much going on at the moment. I'm going to switch around and have a look what DDK's doing here. We can see he's already been stacking those armours. So important, if you do have control of quad, you do need to get at least the upper yellow. If you can get the second yellow as well.
Yeah, what DDK is doing is so invaluable, really, because you don't have easy access to the armours from quad, and it takes good timing and, you know, moving out well from that quad to actually get an armour stack like he had.
DDK apparently playing with an injury.
Injury, okay.
Yeah. Very vague, but that's what I've been told. Got 5 seconds until the quad. He's moved out a little bit further again before that. It might actually cost him to miss it, and yeah, and Puri is in again, and look, he must have got the red armor. So that's worked out perfectly, and really Puri is keeping XT in this at the moment.
Yeah, he is, and a good quad run here, and maybe the game isn't as over as it looks in the last couple of minutes.
Just see that from Puri. A couple of frags. Second frag on Deuce. DDK in with the shotgun there. Oh, rocket launcher across that quad area takes that DDK with first point of view on Jemaya. That rail is up, he's going to go for it. Don't know why he jumped on the bounce pad with the nade there, taking damage.
But nade just pops him up ever so slightly higher than he normally would as well. Easy shot for Deuce to kill him.
And we're back on Deuce's point of view, the UK legend. Missing his shots though at the moment. Halfway through this map now, Vor. What's the way back in for XT?
Well, they're still in this game only because of Puri managing to take 3 quads so far in this game. If they want to get back in this, they need to take more of them, and they need to do something with them. You know, you're going to be looking at needing at least 5 or 10 frags, not necessarily directly off each quad, but you know, as a result of taking quad. Conversions by his teammates, whoever picks it up.
Looking at about 30 frag difference as we move into the quad time. 5 seconds away. Puri on the bridge, jumping past those nades expertly. That was brilliant. Did take a bit of damage though. He's down to 2 health. Deuce comes up the bounce pad, saves the day for Reason. And it seems like so far, all these last rush quad attacks have been the ones to actually get the quad rather than the team that set it up better.
Yeah, I mean, when you hold quad normally, not everyone is normally fortunate enough to have a weapon, and with the changes to machine gun and shotgun, those aren't enough to stand in the quad and keep someone from just landing on it last minute. Now, if you don't have weapons, it's really difficult now to stop people grabbing that quad.
Russian Gerber in this middle room gets that lower yellow. Going to be really important for XT not to give away probably a single one of those lower yellows. Now they've got time on the mega health as well. That's the start they needed in. Goz got the bounce pad though. I don't know if they really need to be that aggressive that early. He didn't really have any support with him, just a fresh spawner, but it does go down to Deuce's rail. Demaya to follow soon after. As Deuce drops all the way down to this mega health to torment Gerper with his railgun. Mega will be up in a second. Misses all those important shots though, and misses out on the Mega himself.
Hitting a 28% rail, which is very unlike him.
Does look a little bit laggy today actually. 25 seconds until the next quad. Reason already in position, but judging by Deuce's stack, not looking too handy and able to defend. We'll have to see about that. Nice rails on Demaya. Deuce left on his own at the moment. Gets a bit of support in those lower doorways. Key position here. They're going to have to watch that main bounce pad. I think every time so far the quad's been stolen from there. It isn't this time though. Funny B takes it. LG frag on Demaya off the spawn. Waiting on that upper yellow. It is up.
He did hear it just as he ran away.
That's so typical, isn't it? With quads you generally want to try and get frags, but you also want to take key items and locations, and this is actually the path of the run is going to be perfect.
Yeah, he didn't see much in the way of frags, but taking that red armor and getting a time for it, and you know, he still had the stack that if he wanted to, he could go back and try and hold back for his team.
Yeah, through the wall, XT coming up the bounce pad into that quad area. Funny V going down to Provi's shotgun on the bridge area. Rail to the chest though, and now he's only 7 health from that shaft damage as well. Surely going to go down in a split second. There he is to DDK's attack. DDK been working these yellows.
Yeah, he seems to have been doing that most of the game, and judging by his score, he's only got 14 deaths. He's been doing a very good job of it. So if he can keep that yellow time, then if he can keep taking that back rocket, really, it's going to be very difficult to kill someone doing that.
Reason have hit the sentry, they're 30 odd frags ahead as we approach this next quad. 25 seconds away. XT just trying to stack up on that lower yellow. Moving around to the mega now, which they're going to get as well. But this is a good attack from Reason. I mean, if they can cause a lot of damage or even get the frags on them in this lower area before the quad, they'll be well sorted for it. Although XT have moved in high, and Gerper's got that last mega. Yellow. He should be the quad guy. No, he's not even looking in the right direction as the quad's taken. Oh dear.
That's just not happening for XT, is it? I mean, they had 3 players there and 1 Reason player managed to come in and steal.
It's one of those where he's not looking the right way, but you can't really blame him. It's just unfortunate that his teammates couldn't deal with Noctis. Another quad loss.
He was doing the right thing. He was positioning himself in such a way that his health and armor stack was not going to be taken down before the quad. But do that and then your teammates don't defend quad for you, it's not really going to work out very well.
He did actually kill the quad as well, and looking at it, he has closed a little bit in. Difference here. Just a tiny bit. They do have 2 quads left to work with on this map, and they do control the power-up spawn zone at the moment. Moving out low as well, Gerper.
2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
Down to 2 health, has to retreat to this red armor area. Ends up dropping the weapon right in front of DDK, who's going to take advantage of it and take out Puri.
You really see the difference between the machine gun damage now that it's been changed. I mean, DDK just chose to run for that gun, and where before I think it'd have been a lot lower, because you run away from someone, you normally take a lot of machine gun bullets, but it's damage reduction, it's just not that noticeable.
Demai getting the rail frag there. Follows it up with a couple of misses, and now he's out of ammo on that weapon. 8 seconds until the quad. XT do have position at the moment. Funny Bee's got nothing to work with as he attacks it. Noctis on it, just taken out before it spawns, and Puri has control. Drops down aggressively with only 30 health. He might pay for that. Noctis doesn't know how low he is. Funny Bee does. Survives with that 5
I don't know how
health
he managed not to take any damage there.
He's getting hunted from the back by Deuce, and Deuce will be screaming that he's weak. There he goes, gets that really good spawn, and the shotgun's not powerful enough to take out Deuce. He survives till the end of the quad run. Good work from Puri, but unfortunately, due to the health, he couldn't really achieve anything with that one.
Puri's having a really good game on these quads. I mean, score difference now is back down to only 15 when it was up close to 40 at one stage.
The reason look like they're just trying to play out the map without giving away too many frags now. They've gone back to their secondary tactics of the red armor, and DDK still on the yellows, but they've given up the quad. That could turn out to be a great idea or a mistake. We'll have to wait and see with this last power-up spawn in 50 seconds time. DDK just waiting low to move in when he gets the call. Oh, he's going to go down here, surely, yeah. Took the rail and then Gerper finished him off.
He was attacking on his own now. I mean,
Yeah,
a bit unusual for him to attack with no teammates.
it was a bit bizarre, but Funny Bee's managed to move in. His teammates are there at quad as well. And if all the world of it looked like XT had that quad area then, when DDK went up and just died.
Yeah, DDK must have just attacked slightly before his team was ready, because you could see that they had attacked shortly after he died, and they are now in control of his quad for the last quad of the map.
Funny Bee, I think, here should just drop down this main jump pad. make sure that lower area is clear quickly and then come back up. That's the only threat I would say at the moment, although, oh look at that Gerper moving in, although Quad is actually easily taken in the end by Funny B. Use the rocket, it goes down to Provy's lightning gun. And 20 frag difference now with 1 minute remaining. That, you have to say, is probably the first map over. Reason gonna take it onto Purgatory's second map, XT's choice.
I think the end of this map is going to give XT a lot of confidence going into Purgatory, because Reason have let slip an absolutely dominant lead of like close to 40 frags. They aren't going to be particularly happy that it's been brought back to, well, it's 26 frags, 25 frags now, 24 frags. Still, I don't think Reason will be happy that they've let it slip.
From Deuce's point of view, as he puts a bit of pressure on that red armour. 10 seconds left, still trying to hit rails. He's only got 34% with that. He won't be too happy with his performance, I don't think, apart from that first quad.
Yeah, that first quad, it was going to look like it was going to be an amazing game for Deuce, but slightly slipped away from him after that great start.
So, well done Reason, 1-0 up against Xenatorium. This is the esportsheaven.net Full Tilt Poker Championship. We are at the playoff stages. This is the top division. The best team deathmatch players in Europe competing for the title. And we're going to move on to Purgatory.
Vote now. Vote.
Yes. Min break.
Okay, they want a short break. As long as it's only 3 minutes.
Gives us time to talk about the map.
Yeah, well, before we do that, let's just talk about the changes in the recent updates. Quite live, in fact, it was last night European time, pretty late, so most of these players went to work the next day, they've come home in the evening, they won't have had a chance to really practice on it and adjust their playstyle to suit it so much. So, what are these changes?
True.
Do you want to just describe them and how they'll affect the game for?
Well, the changes affecting TDM are the machine gun has been reduced to 4 damage per bullet. That's a TDM specific change, yep, it was 5 previously. And that is pretty significant because I think it was KM who mentioned earlier today to me that you have to hit something like 63% machine gun to take out a fresh spawner, which really is beyond most players unless, you know, they have to catch someone out entirely and they don't dodge them at all. And of course the other change is the shotgun, another TDM specific change. Well, actually the shotgun was changed in all modes to being 20 pellets of 5 damage per pellet, but in TDM that is 20 pellets doing 4 damage each. And now there is a new type of fixed spread for the shotgun, which I haven't really experimented much with, but I believe it's harder to hit as many pellets at distance, but it should still be pretty easy to hit a lot of pellets close up.
Yeah, the spread pattern is consistent every time you shoot it.
But of course, for some reason you need a command to see the proper spread now. CG True Shotgun 1. Why that isn't default I don't know, but you'll need that if you want to see the correct shotgun spread every time.
And yeah, they have increased the radius. I mean, not the radius, the spread that it goes to at distance. So it's spread out further, so the further people are away, the less of the buckshot will hit them.
And of course, the effect that's going to have on TDM is shotgun recently, and really for the whole of Quake Live's existence, has been absurdly strong because you only have to look at the stats after every game. On nearly every map, you'll look at the weapon usage after each map, and most people will have close to 20, if not high 20s shotgun kills per map. You know, in an average scoring game. Compared to now, most players don't get more than 10 shotgun kills.
Maybe less. And I think if you think about the main aggressive weapons of Quake 3, say the lightning gun, which takes, some people would say, a lot more skill than the shotgun to use.
There is a certain skill to hitting a high amount of pellets per shot with your shotgun, but really, the way we see shotgun used most of the time is completely unskilled, and it's not good to watch. It's just people spamming shotgun across the map, and no one really wants to see that being a viable way to play, I don't think.
Just waiting on Deuce to ready up now. So you think they're positive changes?
Well, I haven't actually played the changes yet, but I'd like to think they are positive changes, even if some of them don't suit me, like the MG change.
And you think that it'll bring about a more tactical playstyle, perhaps?
Yeah, because previously you've been able to just run at someone who's got a relatively good stack, and if you hit good shotgun hits, that stack is completely eliminated and they're more than likely going to die, because it's very rare you get more than 100 in TDM, and 2 good shotgun hits, that's 2 hits to kill someone with 100 armor.
Right, here we go. Just waiting on Deuce to ready up now. Let's go over the team. So Reason Gaming got Noctis, DDK, Funnybee and Deus. For XT we've got Puri, Demaya, Gurpat and Provi. Deuce going to be ready in a minute. So, Purgatory, one of the newer maps in Quake Live, never existed back in Quake 3. It's got 2 power-ups, has the battlesuit and the quad damage, has a red armor, 2 yellows, and the mega as well. It has all the standard arsenal of Team Deathmatch. Give us a little overview of how you think the map plays out.
Well, we generally see, so far, most teams are quite keen on holding the red armor, but I don't think we've seen yet perfect play as far as how the hold red armor goes. The map is still evolving on how people play it, and whilst you'll see teams holding the red, the other team should be able to have no problem really attacking and stealing away some of those. It's not really a position people have learnt to absolutely dominate yet.
10 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
We do have 3 entrances into the red armor. You also have that opening in the ground that you can shoot up through, but the main danger point of holding the red is this window where Noctis is about now, above the red armor. So you can fire shots down into the red room like he is now. Perfect time to show us.
Yeah, exactly. It shows you that as good as a red is to obviously have, because it has the lightning gun right next to it, if you stick your whole team in red, which I don't think many people try to do, but if you did that, it would not be a good move at all, because you would just get spammed from above non-stop.
So here we go. Going live on Purgatory, second map. We're on Funnybee, gets a lovely, useful spawn, shotgun in yellow, but Deuce spawns next to him, so he's gonna let him take those weapons. The Reason doesn't look like they've got the red armor at all. Funnybee picking up the rocket from Noctis. Nice frag, actually, absolutely perfect rocket play. And XT, the ones behind straight away again here. Zendatorium's map pick. We don't have any power-up times, but they could spawn from now to the end of this minute. Both power-ups will spawn at the same time for the first spawn. Oh, good play from Reason, getting in on this quad early. Funnybee moving out. Doesn't want to give away his rocket.
Funnybee is looking to try and steal Battlesuit.
Yeah, there we go. Puri does take it though, and he's got a nice stack. In fact, we've seen, I think, XT play this map before, and they do prefer to get this battlesuit and make sure they get a power up. So each team with 1 apiece.
Puri's already been hit by a quad rail, and quad has just taken that red armor.
And the lightning gun, look at that, ripped Puri apart there. DDK with this power up. Just securing that red room.
This team is late to that mega though.
Follow the other
See, this is a key
player.
position for DDK to hold, because, you know, it means that the opposition team doesn't get a chance to get to the red and make shots down to it for as long as you can, you know, stay alive in that area.
Gerpa trying to get in there then, but Noctis controls it. There's also the yellow armor spawns just around that area. You can see it up now. You can get a grab on that as well as holding red. You're in a massive advantaged position.
Yeah, and of course below where Noctis was standing just then is the Mega, so good access to free items on the map.
Noctis taking a rail shot to the chest just to back off. He's only got one rocket in hand, so doesn't really want to get in a close combat fight. Oh, quite a lot of rail shots actually going on over this map so far.
Yeah, and railing from that battle pursuit position is quite annoying for the team at red, because it's very hard to push in on that position without at least taking one shot, and then the rail player can just back off.
Excellent shaft from Noctis getting the frag on Puri as he dropped down. It's going to be so close to get to quad from with this red. 2 seconds. Rocket jumps it. He's going to go for battlesuit instead. Gerpa takes the quad. Didn't see you took the battlesuit. Did you get a view of that, Vor?
No, I haven't got a view of it at all.
Oh my
Demaya
God.
has it. So 2 power-ups for XT. Not what Reason wanted.
Gerpa was waiting for the mega health. He knew the time there, but Reason committed something like 3 people to jump down on top of him and kill him. They might have over-committed their players, in fact. This battlesuit runs out. XT have control of the red. You see they're trying to get in above.
They're doing a good job of moving out once they're confident that the red is in their possession.
Zone Demaya in again. Mention about the yellow armor there, but also a couple of spawns. There's a teleporter exit there, and you get a lot of players running through that area with not really anything as they try and get to an important zone. Interesting actually, Demaya walking all the way around the back of the map here.
Yeah, he's going to look
upper
to
yellow.
take this other yellow.
Comes in to help his teammate, doesn't give him a weapon though.
He didn't do his teammate a lot of favours there. Put a quite a heavy damage rocket onto him.
There you go, 1 yellow. Now he got the last yellow, so you might know that it should be sitting across the other side of the map. He's not interested in that. He's playing an interesting game actually, just wandering around the map, pick-up style, playing his own little fight. 57% rail as well, impressive work there as the teams are tied up. He hasn't died is the important thing here. He's managed to stack those yellows, while presumably the rest of his team is working on that red. So he's done a good job here, and he's going to be perfectly set for this battlesuit in 3 seconds. Quad still at the same time. Nice rails he's hit there. Another good rail. Funny Bee's going to be in trouble, but actually hit some excellent rockets. Almost sent Demaya down into the void there.
Yeah.
And what's happened with quad? Because he doesn't seem to be very worried about it. Did XT get that as well, or is it dead?
Yes, once again XT have managed to take both power-ups.
The reason not really looking as strong as they were on the first map deep inside.
But you can see really what happened is Demaya, who we saw stacking both of those yellows, then went and held suit by himself and managed to kill 2 Reason players. So Reason had split their team to try and take both power-ups, but ended up coming out with none. Because the rest of XT, obviously 3 players, you know, 3 against 2 at the quad is in their favour.
Do you think a team should split it like that?
I personally don't think you should split it unless, you know, the score is forcing you to do that. You know, while the scores are close, why would you risk losing both power-ups? Now, there isn't really an absolute dominant power-up of the 2 on this map. Quad and Battlesuit are pretty well balanced in how useful they are.
Crazy dodging from Demaya there with the railgun point-blank range against DDK. Following Deuce, he's dropped down, shotgun and rail in hand. His teammate taking the red in front of him. Doesn't quite look like he's knows what he's gonna really do here. But they're putting some pressure on.
The area he is now with his teammate, it's a good area to stage, you know, whether to move in on either red if needed or anywhere else.
Wow.
He was left on his own there.
Yeah, it just seemed like just exactly the wrong moment. His teammate ran off. Good frag though by DDK onto the head of the XT player. Didn't notice a player literally in front of him. Standing on that pad who's dropped off to go and get the quad. Noctis does get the battlesuit this time. Looks stacked as well, so I guess he took it seriously enough. Quad goes down. Cycle round to the battlesuit. Noctis' point of view. They are down by 10 frags now, and they were up by at least that just a couple of power-up spawns ago.
Yeah, but that's what will happen when you give up double power-up twice in a row. Obviously, Reason have made the decision that they're going to make sure they get a power-up every time now, which is what they really need to do. This lead for XT has only come from the fact that they've managed to take 2 power-ups, you know, twice in a row.
Nice railing from Noctis there, finishes it off with his teammates' help. Funny B sitting on that lightning gun waiting for it. Noctis takes the red, going to move out. I think they really need to commit and pressure this yellow area. I mean, like he is doing, but XT aren't there this time, interestingly. But yeah, if they can get control of this yellow, it's going to put XT in real trouble.
See how cautious Noctis is though from that battlesuit. He knows that people love to rail from there.
Oh dear. Good steal on the red by XT there. Oh no! Stolen the Mega as well on that. Well, Noctis will be absolutely raging at that. First the red, then the Mega right in front of him. Both he could have jumped on in time. If he'd just got his positioning right on his mouse. 25 seconds till battlesuit. Quad slightly after by a couple of seconds, but no real difference between the two to actually make a difference.
Yeah, you need at least 5 or 6 seconds to be able to comfortably get battlesuit to quad, and I'm not sure how long it takes to get quad to suit.
So there we go, Gerpa's got the mega health here, he's got 45 armor on top of that, and the plasma. Funny B taking the battlesuit, but yeah, Gerpa there with the quad. You'd say that the battlesuit is the safer option. Quad always takes damage, so open that area. But if there's one you're going to get frags with, it will be the quad damage. Demaya just taking the red right in front of Gerpa's quad damage, and it goes down so easily to Noctis' rocket. That's a big mistake from XT.
Now look at the score, 1 frag in it, so the advantage XT had worked for themselves from those double power-up runs earlier is completely gone now.
Just say it was a miscommunication there, Demaya taking that red right in front of his teammate with quad. It's moments like that that can really cost you a match in the long run as well, looking back at it. As we
yeah, I mean, you know, a couple of seconds after that red was taken from quad, he gets killed by a rocket that he would have survived.
Halfway point of the second map in this series. esports7.net Full Tilt Poker Championship. First stage of the playoffs. I believe the next stage is tonight, straight after these games as well, so we will keep going.
Teams are tied.
70 frags apiece. Teams are tied as the 30 seconds until the next power-ups. Deuce really low on health as he goes down to Gerpa's machine gun chase.
Red leads. Teams are tied. Blue leads.
Gerpa spamming nades on top of that mega health. He's going to get it freely though. He's got 10 seconds until the quad is this shotgun up. He'll be hoping it does spawn soon. You can just step back into this recess and you won't be spotted by the people up in that position. You can hear them at... I think both teams got a power up a piece there, didn't they, Bill? Gerpa with the quad again. Seems like he's the guy who's really designated himself.
And he goes down to DDK's machine gun.
Let's find the battlesuit. There it is, Noctis, 100-100. Takes some excellent rockets from Demaya as he backs off, but he was inevitably gonna get killed by Noctis. Puri soon to follow. Although he did a fair bit of damage with the shotgun there. And the Austrian gonna wait for this railgun. There he is, takes that deuce in front of him. You can actually see his team is more in the yellow armour areas at the moment than the red.
Yeah, and they now have a 9 frag lead, so working well for them so far.
Noctis not really doing anything useful in that, shooting his own teammate. You can see the kind of angle you can get on the red spawn from above. Oh, good rocket there. It's really caused some trouble. Might want to just push in with the lightning gun if a teammate's going to support him. But they're going to miss out on the red at this rate. Ah, nice work. Gets the Mega Health, takes out Provi with a direct rocket.
This is a good period of play for Reason. Like, we can see a 21 frag lead now.
Look at this. Noctis' positioning is excellent here, making those players have to attack him and push onto him against the shaft. Funny Bee takes the battlesuit. The quad is Noctis's, but he goes down instantly. There's Funny Bee with the battlesuit. He's got a really serious amount of armour there. Doesn't even need the red armour. Calls for his teammate to take it. And he's caught XT unaware there, right in the back with the rockets. Manages to just grab himself a few shards as he's killing them. Gerper to be the last guy to go down in that series of power-ups. Excellent
Now 30
few minutes.
frag lead all of a sudden. I mean, this is a great spell of play for Reason. And they were 20 frags or so behind after that good early period for XT. Really turned it around now.
Reason winning the first map deep inside, of course. This is Xenatorium's map choice purgatory. They need to win this Xenatorium to keep this match alive. Otherwise they go into the lower bracket. And Reason advance in the upper bracket. This is the top division matches going on here. Funny Bee rushing right into that red armour area really aggressively, but his rockets are brilliant. And Gerper's in trouble. In fact, if he hadn't pulled out that shotgun, I think he would have killed him, but Puri's run out of anything to attack with apart from his pummel. Look at this fighting over the red. It's like reminiscent of the old DM7 days. Noctis happily accepts that mega health off the spawn. 20 seconds till the next power-ups. Don't know quite what Noctis is doing here. Is he going to go?
He was deciding which power-up he's going to challenge for, but he's going to struggle to get to even now.
Has he forgotten about it? I mean, Demaya takes the battlesuit. Puri takes the quad. It was a complete mess-up by Noctis there, surely. It's almost like when AFK. Oh my god, Noctis' plasma saves the day. Look, he couldn't have got a better spawn to take out the quad there. That is
He needed any example of how weak, well, how much weaker shotgun is now. Puri had 100 with that quad, and Noctis just didn't die, and then he left Puri with only 11 health.
Noctis redeeming himself there after what seems like forgetting about both power-ups. So much more cautious than we've seen other teams in matches around this red. Although Noctis had a perfect armor there, just moved in expertly to take out Puri with perfect shaft. Reason just control this red at the moment. Noctis timing it, moves out straight away. We see that every time.
Yeah, and the good job Reason are doing as well is you know, they only leave one person in that red, you know, when it's due up. They don't have like more than one person in there, which means it's ever so much harder for XT to push in to the red, because no reason of defending it around the perimeter.
Reason just missing out on these last few megas though. And won't want to keep doing that, giving XT free health. Look at this play from Noctis. Causing so much damage to the XT players as his quad approaches. And he survived all that time. Gerper getting a free battlesuit though. Hadn't really taken any damage. Noctis so weak! Comes up against the battlesuit. It's XT. Managed to kill the quad. In fact, it was Demaya's nades that he'd spammed down there after his own teammate. And Gerper though with this battlesuit. He's going to have to start really making some inroads with this. Get some serious frags on soon. We've only got 2.5 minutes left. One set of power-ups to go for XT. 34 frags behind.
Probably too much, really. Game totally changed really once Reason started making sure that, you know, they weren't giving away both power-ups.
Nice rail from Gerber, third impressive of the map. He's in 70% rail. We're even seeing quite a lot of use of plasma with the shotgun changes for.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, we've seen so many examples in the games we've watched tonight of just how significant that shotgun change is.
DDK goes down on top of that yellow. It's still 33 frags of difference since 40 seconds since we mentioned it the last time. They have hit the triple figures though, XT on their scoreline. 30 frags of difference. They've got 10 seconds until the last power-ups. Gerper does the right thing in getting the red, so that's important. They will really want both power-ups and they're going to have to commit to both. But Funny B takes the battlesuit. He's going to go against Gerper's quad. Gerper got time on that mega, but every time the two power-ups have met there, the last 3 occasions, and the battlesuit every time has come out on top. Good attempt with the plasma, but look at the health and armor stack Funny B still had. It wasn't really up to much in the end. Reason going to take this. 2-0 on the maps.
Yeah, it was a good performance by Reason on this map. I mean, for a while on here, early in the map when Reason got those double power-ups, you know, Reason looked in trouble, but they didn't panic and they really turned the game around and haven't looked back since. This is quite big victory in terms of frag difference. Bearing in mind Reason were at least 20 behind at one point.
So, congratulations Reason, they move on in the brackets. It's the Esports Heaven.net Full Talk Poker Championship. If we look at the brackets, they will be facing Rage Gaming or Gank. And Xenatorium drop to the lower bracket. We're yet to know who they're going to play. So, I'll just end the VOD here. Thanks for joining us and